So the Supergirl trailer has just dropped, and honestly, I don't have the greatest opinions of it. Now, Supergirl could be a great film, but I have some concerns I want to just discuss today, because the trailer's first 10 seconds just kind of put me in a bad taste for it, and that might be negatively reflecting the entire trailer, but it could still be a great film. So I just want to go over what I'm seeing here right now. So the first 10 seconds, we see Crypto knocking over some bottles, causing some liquids to run to the floor that starts circulating some stuff down on the ground, and then taking a piss out on a news article that has Superman on the face of it. Now, to me, that's just disrespectful to Superman. You could have had Lex Luthor, you could have had any type of villain, you could have had an article written about how Lex was able to get out of prison, that he's not going to be held accountable for his legal charges because of his corruption in the legal system. You could have something like that going on there. But you're just starting off with a piss on Superman, and I know like some people might think it's funny, but for me, I'm just like, why? Like, why did you choose this? This is a dedicated choice of the film director. Do you actually dislike Superman, and so you're mad that you have to do a Supergirl film, so you're going to just put that in there? Like, I want to know the reasoning behind that. Could just not be all that deep, and it could just be like, hey, it's a funny gag. Well, it wasn't really that funny, but that's my point of view. I could just be shallow, so you guys let me know your thoughts on that part of there. I want to hear them. With that said, I did do a good job showing how just a wreck the Supergirl is, how disrespectful Crypto is behaving, or I guess it should say disrespectful, just how misbehaving Crypto is because he doesn't have good guidance from Supergirl, that she's not taking him properly, taking him out to go to the bathroom outside. She congratulates him for partially getting it onto the newspaper this time. So to us as a viewer, it immediately says that this happens a lot, that she just neglects Crypto, that he goes around in her apartment to go to the bathroom because she cannot properly take care of him. Throughout the entire pretty much trailer, I'd say she just is a complete disheveled mess, either drinking or trying to get over the fact of the tragedy that has happened in her life. Now, say that she has gone through a massive tragedy. She lost her entire world. She lost her friends. She lost her family. Her life is gone. So I can completely understand where the absolute despair is coming from. It's just, for me personally, I would prefer to see her back on the Kent's farm in Kansas and seeing her having to wrestle with these emotions and trying to come to some kind of reconciliation. Because I prefer it when she was like 15, 16 years old and she still had a bit of her teenage years to go through, and she was trying to develop that. That's what I really liked about the Superman TV show and the Justice League TV shows back in the day, where you had the young Supergirl that still had these emotions, still had to deal with the problems of her world falling apart, but she was out there on the countryside where she could handle her emotions. Whereas here, it doesn't look, she's not getting any guidance at all. I mean, yes, she does date that she's 23 years old, so she's legally an adult, but still, Clark should be trying to take some care of her, trying to keep her close, trying to help her out as much as possible, which I guess you can say is what he's doing. I mean, Clark himself is a pretty young guy. I think he's like, what, late 20s, maybe early 30s in the Superman film. Maybe that's a little bit too old, but there's not too much of an age gap between them at this time, so maybe he doesn't feel like it's really his place. But still, she's just a complete spiraling wreck at this point in time. Now, of course, through the film, we get the hints of what this is going to be. It's going to probably be a redemption story, how she's rising up from the bottom, how she's going to learn how to be a hero, whereas Superman's always just been her golden boy. So for Supergirl, she's going to have to earn it this time. So I'm going to be curious to see how that exactly goes along, if it's actually going to be a worthwhile portrayal or not. I hope it is, but we'll have to wait and see. She gets a companion that travels around with her. Through her, we get to learn about more about Krypton and how the Kryptonians' world didn't get destroyed in a single moment, but over the course of a period of time, how it's just her and her cousin Superman, how she views Superman as the person who always sees good in everybody, and how she sees the truth. Now, how are you going to be doing she sees the truth? Is it the modern version of the truth where it's just your opinion? Is it going to be that she actually has this amazing inquisitive mind that is able to solve cases? I'm going to go probably bet that it's going to be the first one I mentioned here, that it's just her thought process, that she sees the truth of things, at least how she sees it. So I'm curious to see exactly how this all plays out. Now, I am really looking forward to seeing Lobo in the film because we do get like what 2 second screenshot of him, so it's gonna be awesome to see the main man. I can't wait to see how how he changes things up and just rocks the world. I've heard some people think that the main villain of the Supergirl movie is gonna be Brainiac, or maybe he's gonna be at least doing a little bit underplaying there. Uh, I don't really know the whole history of Krypton as well as I should. I'm more of a Marvel guy, but from my recollection, in the Superman cartoon, they had Brainiac having some impact on Krypton for why it got destroyed. You also have, I think it's Calibor that gets put into Brainiac's bottle. So, are we going to be having that in the film? I'm just curious to see exactly how we're going to have this go along. Because someone's obviously hunting for Supergirl, but why is somebody hunting for Supergirl? So, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out and why someone's after her. With that said, I want to hear what you guys' thoughts. Do you think this is going to be an amazing film? Am I being overly critical here? Or am I just right out criticism? I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are down below. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a dislike if you did not like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Y'all take care now. Bye.